Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to go through the character creation of the burst system. Uh, the first thing we have to do is determine what setting we're going to play in, and to make things easy I'm going to say that this time we're going to play in some sort of fantasy setting. We don't have to specify anything in this case, but that's what we know. So to make a character you actually don't need any die or anything. All you need is the character sheet and a pen. That's basically it. So the first thing we're gonna do is to name the character. I guess we don't have to do that first, but I'm gonna do it. In this case, because I suck at coming up with names, I'm just gonna steal a name from a different character that I played a long time ago, and his name is gonna be Aid. So I'm just gonna write down here Aid. Okay. So the next step is the concept of the character. Who is this character? Um, think of it as explaining the character to a friend quick and easy so they get an overview of what the character is all about. In this case, I'm thinking Aid is gonna be a thief because I like the stealth concept personally. So I'm gonna oh shit, sorry about that. I'm gonna put down that he is a uh, hmm he's gonna be a elven elven thief. So I just put that down. It's a basic concept. You can do it more advanced or less advanced, whatever you. I'm sorry for the shaking. My table is crap. So yeah, bear with me. The next step is to do the troubles. Trouble is something that puts your character in an awkward spot. Uh, the thing is with the trouble, it doesn't have to be very specific. At the same time, it should be specific enough so the GM can work with it if it's needed. The trouble doesn't actually have to do anything in the story, uh, but it should be there if it would be needed. So I'm thinking that Aid in this case, the Elven Thief, his trouble is that he's in debt and I think he's wanted as well. Yeah, I think he's wanted. I mean, he is a thief, probably wanted. So that's the basic of the character. It doesn't have to be fancy, just some some easy to follow troublesome concepts and a name. So the next step um, could be let's go with the skills actually. So to put down the skills, you can choose um, a couple of them to be better at. Everything starts with 0, and then you choose 4 at a +2, 3 at a +3, 2 at a +4, and 1 at a +5. Because Aid is a thief, I'm thinking that he's gonna have a 5 on larceny, because he's good at, yeah, getting into places and there he shouldn't be probably. He's also gonna have a strong stealth, so I'm gonna give him a +4 on stealth. Then he's gonna roll it down to 4. I also think he's gonna be pretty athletic, so he can get around and move around. So I'm gonna give him a 4 on athletics as well. So I have 3 on 3s, so I'm thinking that it's pretty good to be able to fight. So I'm gonna go a 3. I also think it would be good for him to to spot things. So I'm gonna give him a 3 on that as well. Spotting, the target or whatever he's coming to steal. I also think he should be pretty good at survival, living off the lands when he travels. I think that's a good idea. So I'm gonna put my last 3 on survival. Uh, hmm. So the 2s, I'm gonna put 1 on Will because I want him to not panic in desperate situations. I also think persuasion would be very good for him to know. And investigate. Yeah, investigate is good. That way maybe he can figure out how the investigators will go around finding him, and that way he could avoid it. And I also think that crafting. Hmm. Yeah, I think crafting could be good, so he can craft his own lockpicks and stuff, if that ever comes into play. So that's my skills. That's it. I placed all my skills, so I got a 2 on craft, +2 on investigate, +2 on will, and +2 on persuasion. I have +3 in spot, +3 in fight, and +3 in survival. And I got a +4 in athletics and a +4 in stealth, and then I have a +5 in larceny. So I think that's pretty good. So when that's done, we're gonna go with edges. Edges is something that, well, basically it's something your character has an edge in. For some reason, he's extra good at something. It could be because of his childhood or because of his job or, yeah, whatever makes sense. Why he would be a bit better at some things than other things. I think in this case, I'm gonna give him an edge. I will call the edge. I will call it shadow because he's mastered the art of keeping still and keeping quiet. So when he's hiding, he's gonna get a +2 on stealth. +2 stealth when hiding. I think that works. He needs another. You start with 2 edges, so I think the other edge would be, what should we give him? Uh, hmm. He's pretty nimble, so maybe he could have some acrobatic skills that would work with the athletics. So he gets +2 when he does something specific inside the athletics category. Maybe when he is climbing or balancing or something. Or we could give him. We could maybe dodge. Give him a dodge skill. So he gets +2 athletics when he's avoiding incoming attacks. That's not bad. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with dodge. So dodge will give him +2 when using athletics to dodge. No, to avoid incoming attacks. I think I spelled it wrong. Incoming. Yeah, whatever. Uh, so he got a +2 when he is using athletics to avoid incoming attacks. And the last thing we need to do is building a gadget. A gadget can be basically anything that will help the character on his way forwards, I guess. I think that there's a couple things the gadget can do. It can give you +3 to a skill, for example, or it can give you a nat +5 when you roll. It can give you you can switch one skill for another skill in certain situations, or something like that. But the point is that the gadget is something you will have with you. It could be a weapon, it could be a an heirloom, some special glasses, basically whatever you want. Those are just a few examples. But I think that in this case, I'm gonna give him a. We're playing in a fantasy setting, so I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna give him a magical dagger. Um, no, I know something better. That's more fun. I'm actually gonna do that. Sorry about the shaking. Sorry about the shaking. As I said, my table sucks. I'm gonna give him a. I'm gonna give him a shadow dagger. Shadow dagger. Um, and the shadow dagger, it's it's always hidden. Always hidden when it's not in use, of course. When he pulls it out from the shadows, I guess. I guess it will be visible then, but it's always hidden. And when he uses it, when used in combat, uh, get +2 fight. And suddenly, if I use my Shadow Dagger in a fight, I will get, instead of the +3, I will get a +5. The 3 from the fight and the 2 from the Shadow Dagger. So it gives me a little bit more oomph when I go into a fight. So that's not bad, I think. I don't know. Depends on the setting, depends on the GM and everything. But yeah, that's basically how you create a character. It's fast, it's easy, doesn't take long. When you have made one or two characters, you can probably pull them out in less than 5 minutes. So for me at least, that's what the whole system is about: speed, and make it easy, and still be powerful enough to play basically anything you want to play.